Yo, madame, monsieur, vous regardez ce Gamelord. Je suis Gamelord et aujourd'hui c'est la première vidéo avec un peu de français. Le jeu d'aujourd'hui est NTW3 et ça c'est le 4v4. Et Bavaria Bavaria, Danemark et les deux armées de France dans la bataille de l'expédition Helder. Deux armées d'Anglais et le dernière armée de Sardaigne. Et l'essai continue d'anglais. So, you ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Gamelord. I started my intro in French because I asked on my Discord if people would like to see me to expand from English and Dutch to another third language, and that language was French. So if you didn't understand what I said, I just said it's my first video with some French. It's an NTW3 4v4 with one side Bavaria, Denmark, two French armies fighting against the Helder expedition, two British armies, and Sardinia. So this bit was sent to me, and I'm gonna say I like this map. Apparently they sent me this battery play, and they said it was quite unexpected. It wasn't really sure who would win. Now if you see the map, I know why. We're playing on the map is played on the battlefield Netherlands 4B, if I'm correct. And like I'm hovering over now, it's a lot of canals, seems Dutch. Especially with flat walls almost rising off the top. Seems Dutch. Ooh. Already the first unit of cavalry of the enemy spotted. Then we have some kind of forest area. And then we got the beach. But just regularly... Those dens are close to the water. But just generally looking over the map, it's flat. The sea level is almost higher than almost coming over land. And that's Dutch. So 4v4, told both sides, told why I did a bit of French in the beginning. So only for if you're French or from Wallonie, Walloon. If you want to see more French, hit the thumb up, subscribe, and join my Discord, and tell me in the comment section or in my Discord that you want to see more French, and I will do it. So now I think I just will skip to the battle. Gonna start. Okay, I'm just hovering over the map, looking what the players are doing, and I'm very surprised by France. He's taking a very defensive position in a very open area. I mean, like, they don't need to be afraid of... Excuse me. They don't need to be afraid of artillery shelling them to pieces, and of the enemy has higher ground, so it needs to stay out of range. It's just, you'll be able to see the enemy from so far away. And Helder expedition is just here. Are they even scouting? No! compared to his other French allies, the other French allies just marching up. I have no idea what the plan is. And Sardinia started to pop up, okay. The Danish are really aggressive with scouting. It's something I know. But Bavaria has a hard time trying to get as fast as possible to as far as possible. Especially because he tries to go over the roads and trying to use the land bridges, like here. It's not really easy. Yeah, we can see it a bit. Sardinia's popped up. Not a lot of LOCs. Both sides can take 5 LOCs and then it's all kind of in the middle. And France already giving away 1. This LOC is 1 point, but it has the flank, so this 1 point is a very strategic position, I would say. It's pretty close to, yeah, it's very central, and it's really on the flank of the 3-pointer. On the other side, 1 point is tactical as well, but his entire side, every single river and canal is even just tactical, so what would I say? The 1 point on the left of the map is one of the most strategic positions to take if you want to take the 3-pointer. You can have the 3-pointer defend really easy with the canals just surrounding it, and then defensive advantage of a city, and then of course the forest. But the 1-pointer, if you can attack one side, you can try to flank around, but then you need the 1-pointer. That's what I think. So I'm gonna do another cut. Oh, Denmark has even pushed back. The British are now pushed back themselves. The British peninsula are starting to pop up, and they have some cav. Oh, I think that Denmark will take the 3-pointer city, the central city. But I know one thing, they will fight for the city the entire game. French has some hussars to fudge the flank-ish. Sardinia has some cavalry on the right side of the map. Even some Sardinian infantry is crossing over. They're gonna take this 1-pointer. Yeah, and oh, the entire army is focused on this 1-pointer. And honestly, they can take it. They need a couple of units just to hold this land bridge, and others to hold this land bridges. There's some in the middle just in case of cavalry attack. They can form square. And then all the rest of this army needs to be able to cross the river if they want to flank. And even Bavaria is just here. And he's going towards the city. I'm surprised. Held expedition first unit is spotted. And I think it are Russians. Yeah, Russians, Cossacks. Okay. I'm just gonna fast forward because it's just scouting, not a lot is happening. Held his entire armies held Sardinia's entire army is already spotted. And I'm just going to go for the flank around. That's possible though. No, most of his army stopped and yeah, just hidden again. He saw them more going towards defensive positions. So I think a lot of his army is still standing here. You can even see here some units. I think they're preparing to cross over the river. It must Bavaria cross here, go to here, face the Sardinians. Let them know you're there. The British start to show off some infantry. Where are the Danish? The Danish took the 3-pointer, so at the moment 7 points for the blues. Yeah, and 1, 2, 6, 7 points. Oh, it's equal at the moment. Well, let's just say red has 6 points. Denmark, don't send Denmark standing back. Personally, I would move further, more to the edge of the city or just towards this church, and Voltaire. Just saw this, a little market. Very little. I would actually, they can also use a city as for the aggressor to be difficult to navigate through, so I would see, but don't mess all units up here. Spread them out, set defensive lines. That's the thing I would do. Use the houses as in your advantage, because they can just wait. They can just wait. I don't have seen any danger artillery. Really, I don't see any danger artillery. Bavaria's spread is splitting off because Sardinia has called the attack. So let us just go to normal speed, because I think the fight is going to happen. Yeah, the British have ordered the attack. But just look on the minimap, you just see one big blob, or just one massive unit crossing over the river. Will it be enough though? I don't think so. Actually, Bavaria can just hold this river and it will be fine. Because they can then retreat a bit further, forcing Sardinia to cross over. And some British are shelling. And these 9-pounders are shelling. Oh, it's a Danish calf. Okay, excuse me. I was about to say, Bavaria would be pretty far away. Yeah, see, this is what I meant in the beginning. If you hold this, they just will flank. If the Blues hold this, they will just can flank around like here. Especially because, yeah, 1 pointer is not really somebody. And they've pushed further. Good. But 1 pointer hasn't been in. Looked like in in occupation of red, the red team. So I thought, yeah, you know, they can just flank around and hold here. Meanwhile, if blue had it, they can hold here and use an army to attack. So here's Hell Expedition. Hell has come to the rescue. I think the two British armies are gonna face off. Gonna fight. Oh, fuck's sake. But two British armies gonna fight on the city against Denmark. They were gonna have a hard time because poor Britain's peninsula in 1815, or I think higher points than Denmark. I think if Denmark is a 6-7 pointer? 6-7 points or so? It's fallen to the enemy. Expectable. Ooh, gift charge. Go on, game. Don't be difficult. Don't do difficult. Oh! Perfectly timed square. Those 2 men, they already lost more than 10 men. Oh, I think they wanted to go for this artillery. Well, that was costly for them. Seemed like another capture down here. And Bavaria won't win. They broke 1 unit, but Sardinia is another. Oh, it's Denmark, never mind. Bavaria will win. I thought it was a unit of Sardinia. I want to say Savoy, but Savoy isn't in the game. See, this is what Denmark Bavaria to do, but yeah, that's the mistake of Bavaria. Go here, because this river, you can have some troops here, but I don't expect them to cross over from the beginning. And these units really look like the Renaissance era units. I like them though. Oh, British capture. Oh, the British are really 2 British armies on Denmark, on the city of Denmark. France, yeah, I would say France had to send one army over. With France, España, and one Italy. Yeah, I think Spain can French Spain. Oh fuck, man, what the ooh. Why did they form square? I'm really wondering, why did they form square? But this French army can just move up and maybe even flank them around, even though then they have a height advantage. But one French army needs to support the Danes, especially on the flank. If they come on the flank and force them back, Denmark has a lot of spare units. Well, they will have spare units to get maybe on the flank on themselves. I think the fire has begun. Hell yeah. I couldn't stay here, and I think awesome shots will be taken. But it's really not awesome shot actually. Come on, drop a volley please. Oh, I think I got a good one. That may be my thumbnail as well. Yeah, see? Actually, we're very dressed, yeah, it's just artillery up here, but some infantry and push over. Then you will really force them back. Oh, never mind, they are sending over another army. The other part of the army. Turns in reserve? Always a good idea. Oh, they're not going over. Bavaria, this is your chance. Go over, flank them. Okay, they can have some units here, but turns here are already breaking. They have only one unit that's breaking. You force them into the river, and Bavaria is breaking. So we know we have Bavarian perspective. I don't know why you bring your cav over, because you will lose it for sure. Don't try to attack, it's just a waste of time. Even though not all can form square, and then massive units, you need to cross a river and that's gonna hurt you. Or is it? Am I wrong? I have no idea. I don't know thumbnail. Shot, but I mean. Cross over these units. Maybe it's just micromanaging that isn't his strongest point. Look, more soldiers are coming. More units are coming. Or just militia. I like the militia though. Yeah, Bavaria is already breaking here.
Our men are running, sir.
That's cavalry breaking? Yep. Yeah, the cavalry charge was done. Lost cavalry, it didn't really took advantage of it. How is it going on the other side? A standoff. Here, this is good in France. Just show that you're all hidden, most of them. But then England has to shift over troops as well. And then France, Spain is moving over some more off the beach, more to the tree lines, and get some height advantage if needed. Good. Yeah, okay, fall back. That's also good. Yeah, I probably would do the same. If I was in this situation, I'll probably fall back already. Yeah, this will bring them close to the city, and I don't know how much troops Denmark has, but if he has some spare, yeah, these units, send them to this side, because you will really need it. If Sardinia sets over one part of his army on here, on this side of the village, yeah, you'll be fucked. Because they will have more of the city than you have, or you can shelled. Yeah, but if Bavaria has more, if a person has more control of a city, It's hard to push them out for one simple reason: they have the advantage of the city. It's hard to navigate through. Ooh, he's shooting at the Bavarian there, retreating. Ugh. See, this is what I mean. They gonna move in troops more and more, and then suddenly when most of the army's in, they're gonna march forward and attack. And then because you have so little of the city, once they are pushing you out and they gain momentum, you're out of the city and you retake it. And especially on this map, good luck. What is this actually? These poles. They're just remainders of trees. Ooh, Bavarian time already lose even more, man. The reason why, you can see the reason why Sardinia won was just numbers. And I think because they were already before the battle even started. Oh, it's my artillery shelling already. It's gonna hurt. Yeah, are the British gonna attack? I think they are. Oh wait, Denmark has some artillery. Okay, it looks really weird, these dark tails of the horses. See, they have ordered that attack and now they're gonna attack and you have not that much of the city, so it's gonna hurt. We have looked at Bavaria a lot. France is also starting to push, I think. Sachez à pied. Sachez à pied, yeah. Actually, you find the British. You can actually, if you're fighting the British, you can force them to attack because they have 5 less range. And this was what I was talking about the French army. If they stood back here, this could happen to them only. The held expedition on top here. Like forcing them to bend. So if you can try to outmaneuver them, oh, it's gonna be joy for you. Yeah, they are really. Why are you moving so close? Okay, more accuracy, but CMS you're just losing. See, this would I would do this like the British are doing, because now they are just gonna slowly but surely take control of the city. And like I said, because you have so less, you don't have really a lot of place to retreat to. If you've taken more towards the British are standing now, they would have a hard time to attacking you. And if you had to retreat, you could retreat a bit, you know, so you had some area to play with. Check Bavaria again. Bavaria is even retreating from here. I do think Bavaria is ready for these numbers. The quantity is just too much for them. I don't really see a lot of dead Sardinians, so I think they really just dropped one volley and retreated back. Or Denmark has 2 artillery. I have no idea what they can do with the artillery. I only know this militia is getting shot at and getting a lot of kills. He's just artillery shelling each other. I think it is. Ooh, it's hard to fight. You don't see a lot of the enemy because all bushes. Oh, they have an howitzer as well. Is this an howitzer? No, it's not. Is this an howitzer? Yeah, here's a howitzer. Oh, the fight has begun. This entire French army actually have to move up. Good that they want to support the flank, but move up. What if hell there is here, so this French army can move up as well. I don't gonna say that I'm the best player, but I need to do something for commentary. Okay, good for Bavaria to keep his stand here. Artillery, is this a artillery? Yeah. Put it down here and just shell. Can it? Yeah, I think just deploy artillery down here and just shell into the side of the lines to get massive kills. Oh. Get as much units firing as at the same time. Oh yeah, they don't really do a lot of damage. This can be a fatal mistake for Sardinia, crossing the river. Yeah, I see men drop. Are they gonna look for shelter? And no, that shelter will be their death. I really like Bavarian units, they look really good. I'm really good. I'm really curious when it comes to fire. Here we go. Are they going to deploy the artillery on the flank because they shoot in the lines? Oh, casualties guaranteed. Artillery can unlimber. Are they going to shoot on the British? I have no idea. Why are they limbering up? No, they're unlimbering. I have no idea where they're gonna shell to, but maybe it's a risky place to put them there. Bavaria and Denmark are really cooperating in this city. Well, the Danes have won one battle in the city, that's for sure. Ooh, the smoky. I just take a big one with them dodges and just for the screenshots. Ooh, that's good move, France. And now France needs actually dispatch 2 units and put them down here. Force them to fall back. If you can force, you don't need to. One tip: you don't need to win a fight by just killing the enemy. You can also win a fight by forcing the enemy to reform their lines and retreat. You don't need to kill all of them, just force them back will also win you a battle. Will it win the entire game? I'm not sure. And take it from square, so don't charge it with cavalry. And I think he took a lot of UK units and yeah, like I can see a lot of UK came from square. You're gonna charge where you charge again. Green's own, I think it's light, heavy, no, light dragoons. Yeah, now he's dead. No, I have no idea what's going on. This square needs to go away. I would probably, what are you saying? I don't think so. Maybe, hard to say. Running. Why are they so slow then? Is this counted as forest? But the firefight has kicked off and the city is relatively calm. A lot of just artillery shelling each other. Oh my god, did they do a cav charge of some sort? I think I just tried to take them with cavalry. Not a bad idea. I would probably do the same. See, Denmark is now learning it. Move up. The French, moving up. If the French can move up, the Danes can move up. Oh, and they start to break. Just get overwhelmed. They just get overwhelmed. Where's artillery? Yeah, that's what we're talking about. And 3 pounder doesn't. Don't matter the sides are strong this. But look, if you shell in them, they will do a lot of damage. You can shell the reserves. Personally, I would probably shell these units. Oh, I see some bad things. Cavalry, Sardinian cavalry. And none of these get from scrap. Gonna keep right for here for a minute because it's the person gonna win this, gonna win the flank. And they all look like militia. Oh, canister shots, that's gonna hurt. It seems really equal who's gonna win this. But cavalry charging both sides, you can't have a lot of casualties on both sides. Oh, I hear just the Bavarian artillery shell flying by. Or is there artillery? Oh yeah, no, never mind, the artillery. No, they're limber. Okay. Oh, did Bavaria just win? Yeah, did Bavaria just win that battle? That's, oh my god, that's really good that they won the battle. Is it done yet? No, totally not. But they have secured some flank and they probably have to retreat to reform. Denmark charging in, trying to delay them. It's gonna be a tough battle. The village is really... Oh, it's really close to... I'm getting started. Right. Nope. I just do this. Further starting to break, I think, by this artillery. And it's actually a real messy line. And usually Olympia artillery down here or something. Here's it. Here, that's what I meant to do. This was what I meant. Force them back and now just turn them so they can face them. Because I think they're under fire. Oh, they can even reach. Still turn this unit down here or something, move them a bit up. These are units, I know you want to keep something, but set them up here or something, force them. That's something I really think... That's something real that a lot of people don't know, just force them. Or they can go in and limit, watch out if that you don't shoot your own man. Oh. Oh my god. Yeah, that unit was lost. Just point blank range. Yeah, City Bridge, I will just getting more and more control of the city. Oh, now Bavaria is winning this. Pure chaos, a lot of death, but now this battle is played. And the unit breaks. Okay, now Bavaria's won this. Artillery are focusing now more on the reserve lines. You've got momentum, so I might actually need to push these units more into the city. What's going on here? Stalemate. Yeah, France is forcing them back, that's good. This is real good that you force them back. Yeah, is that another howitzer? Or is it the same? Or is it the same howitzer? But when you have so many units here trying to defend, that's the reason they're gonna get so much casualties. Just take 2 or so and spread them real thin. Oh yeah, Denmark's now really aggressive. Yeah, the British are standing first here, now they fall back more to the city. Oh, then we can bring up more units. Yeah, that's something I will do already, just set them here, but that's gonna be risky with this artillery. Maybe is this French Cav? Yeah, this is France Italia's Cav. Flank them right and take this artillery. Take on a full square and get a lot of shots of, but you need ability to defend the artillery, defeat it. City is one of the most calmest places to be at. Oh, they still have so much units. This battle is far from done between Bavaria and Sardinia.
Our men are running, sir.
I think they have the back lines, the front lines. Ooh, Bavaria's running out of men. Sardinia's just bringing up more and more men. Bavaria's running out. Ooh, Denmark has to move up. Denmark has to move up now. See, this is the rescue we're gonna get. So this is a good idea from France. Just go decide even cuirassiers, no dragoons. Charge artillery, I think he can even take. Just go as fast as possible, try not to alert them. Are they alerted? No, they're just standing. Nope, now they're alerted. As long as you can break one artillery, you're fine. Break them and get out. Ooh, the British even bring up more men. You break them, get out, get out, get out. Now you're done. Now the French Cav is done, but he did enough damage, hopefully. And that day is just surrounding them. Going on the flank, I'm real surprised. I'm real surprised that the British are defensive and not aggressive. Especially if you see how far they can go down here. Can't even see these units, yeah. You see almost all Danish units, so why are you so defensive? Where is the French Cav? I don't see the French Cav anymore. Is it scattered? I really don't... I see nothing of the French anymore. You took out one artillery, second... it's nothing, and I just saw somebody getting shot by friendlies. But you don't take out one artillery piece, it's already a lot. It's smarter for Denmark to fall back. Give men in between the houses to shoot through. Even just one man shooting is... Every single man shooting is now very important, especially in the city, trying to as much casualties to the enemy. This fight's still is still going on, still it's big, still unclear who's gonna win this. Battle is going on for almost, yeah, for like a little more than 20 minutes, and still I don't know who's gonna win. I don't like those battles. Yeah, that's something you need to watch out for. Retreating units can probably be full. Oh my god, it's really going alright. He's really forcing them back. Move them also a bit up. Let these units fall up with Italy. It's not a bad idea. It's not even dumb. But I've no idea who's playing this French, and I've no idea why he's moving up. Just 2 units, moving him very close, and the others just standing a bit back. His lines look really unorganized. Here we got aggressive Brits. Oh, I think the volley comes soon. Yeah, here's the volley. Even why is he not moving up these? Is that only because of artillery? And now you can't really flank right now if he charges a frontal charge, and that's gonna cost a lot of cav. Bavaria can start to be aggressive. That's something good. Especially if you see Argentina is now folding. Ooh, even British cav down here. But if you see how Sardinia is folding himself, that means that he's starting to run out of troops. He has still healthy troops, but healthy troops that are fresh. I know they want to fight for this because strategic reasons, but if you start to run out the troops, fall back to the other line. Down here the British are just waiting for them. And his artillery will do a lot. Can even hit some units. I don't even know what they want to hit. They can't limber up again. Oh! They're gonna shoot in these units. Down here. There are 2 British armies. We have 1815 in the peninsula. I see a lot of peninsulas in the city, I know that for sure. And 1812 is getting in the city as well to support them. Or his artillery is causing a lot of casualties. It's good. It's really good that they held up back and forced them back a lot. Now that means that Spain, no, that Italy can start to move up and fight them. Is artillery gonna keep pain in the ass?
Our men are running, sir.
And I really like the cities on back and forth game. Same here, just a back and forth. And I think Bavaria went a bit too cocky. He's breaking a lot more units than he's losing. I think it's especially through these cuirassiers. But now your artillery is undefended. And you have light dragoons, and they're gonna go for artillery. So yeah, dumb mistake, but I would probably do the same. Yeah, don't try to save your artillery, it's too late. And that was artillery. But Sardinia, what's he doing? Unless they all his units fall back towards this ridge again over the river. This unit I think came back. I'm not sure. But he's just facing the wrong way, that's why I think it. Will Sardinia fall back? Can't even see these units. You can see that they still have units. Oh, still have units. Fall back. It's not worth fighting for this piece of land anymore. Just look at what they have lost already. Let me take the minimap with me. Oh my god. They're really starting to push. Oh. Oh. This can be game changing. This will be game changing. Sneaky. I would have set this general into the building. I've seen it and it's pretty good tactic if you know you have a safe spot. Because now you will lose a general. Yeah, and the general broke. And there was a general. I'm surprised that Spain is holding back. Now it's time we should push, to be honest. You forced them out of the city. You forced them out of the city. This time means you have to push. If you can push, the Danes will have a better game. They will be able to do something. But now the Danes have to wait until you start to push.
Our men are running, sir.
And Bavaria is starting to lose, yep. Bavaria went to cocky. Just fall back. Bavaria did a lot of damage, but also took a lot of damage, so just fall back, reform. Oh, that's just so... Nope, you lost your artillery. It didn't start, but I thought you were lucky. Not really. Now with that artillery gone, you can start to move up. I think even the British can start now to move up and claim more of the city. So on the French side of the battle it goes good, but on the Danish actually... Yeah? Wait, the artillery is gone. Yeah, now I think you got big trouble now. But French side, everything goes good. Danish, no one's game at the moment. Bavarian side, Bavaria is starting to lose. And just look, units that are... I have seen some come, but still able to do some damage, and quite some damage, so... Yeah, see now the British on the move. And you can massive numbers, so I don't think Danes will hold for much longer. So Bavaria has to retreat, but what is smart? Just look at the masses down here. The British start to move and that's the best thing they could do. The French are now really starting to push and that's good, but push with the entire line. The more men that are pushing, the better it's gonna be. And really just the amount of casualties is huge. Oh, that's a little bit too late. These are all King German legions. Oh, and foot Highlanders. But if you just see, first the French are standing here, and now they're whooping around Held Expedition. I'm surprised. Just moving up one Danish unit, you need to move up everything. Oh, can they take out artillery? If they can take out artillery, that would be big. They defeated Held Expedition and British Gav units. So, yeah, oh, that's good. They'll come back, but it's too late. And now, yeah, go for all artillery, go for as much as possible. I would just say, well, I think I would more will put my units back. Or go for a general. And now start to move up your units. Like here, start to move up your units a bit, claim more of the town. Really, Denmark was really depending on his allies. If Denmark claims more of the city, he would probably have a unit spread thin. But then he had better defensive positions. Now he had to really rely on the French. And he has to look at the French one. If the French would have won, or artillery selective, I didn't see it. I just wanted to say something about the units. Like, they are spreading but still doing some damage, and then they lost. And it's also quite small units, to be honest. Is artillery still up? Is artillery still up? I don't know. They're not shooting us something. See, this is what they could do. Just shoot on them. They don't have artillery here. So you have a free game. He's starting up to move now. So now the Battle of the City has finally begun. Ooh, smart of him to put units on the flank. Oh, he's just a gap in this unit. Smart to put them on the flanks. They are gonna have hard time. Oh, they can shell from artillery. Wait, artillery? Oh. Oh. There's still some artillery down here. But yeah, I think that Sardinia is almost out, because if there's still a lot of men, that would be surprising. If you just see the amount of casualties they have lost here and along the way, just so much death and a lot of Sardinians. They had numbers for sure, but their numbers not starting to drop down. Well, they still have tons of units. I wouldn't like to be Bavarian now. Just so much units. Yeah, smart just to retreat a bit. Let me take a look at the minimap. Yeah, a lot of people start to break, especially on the red side. Cavalry attack and... what is this? I have no idea what kind of this is. Cavalry that battalion against Dragoon Guards. Yeah, Dragoon Guards are pretty good. But eventually I really just swoop around. With this flank as well. I think they're willing to do that. But I hope you will be in time. Or 2 different players, that also means cooperation is not that easy to do something like it. And often they just charge in. Take it from scrap, but will they notice? Yeah, I see they broke. They're just Dragoons. They're very tired, these units are fresh, so I think they should win. Can be close. And just swap around, really, that's the best thing you can do. Swap around, force them to re-maneuver, reform the lines. They have pushed the British out real good. Well, on one side of the city. The other side, there's still some work there's still some work to do. And it gets real dark, so I'm gonna turn on the lights real quick. Okay, that's done. Bavaria is... I have no idea what Bavaria is doing. He's falling back pretty far, even though you can just use these houses. Use these houses, that would be a good defensive spot. Well, it would also be decent because... It would also be decent, especially because the enemy has to attack properly, and that can be harder. Yeah, if they shouldn't will be in time, they're gonna break then. I hope they can form square, and they can. Is some other cav nearby from the French? No. And I'm really surprised that the cav game came in pretty late. Normally it's always early in game, and now it's late. Can they form square? Because that's something to watch out for. With cav, you can form square, especially if you can flank around. They just keep standing here. I would already be retreating. Can you limber up? Yeah, you can limber up. I don't know if it's smart to do. Especially Denmark is just sending over units to support the French. Is it worth it then to save your artillery? I think best thing is try to get as much units back and let your artillery do as much damage as possible. See, these Danish units is move them up. I think he's afraid to get flanked and isolated some units. See, this is what I would do as well, only a bit further down here. Denmark has pretty beautiful uniforms, I have to say. But the French have cleared out the British and held us, so... Well, British, 1815. Now, I think you just need to clean up the remains of the peninsula and then just Sardinia. Really, it was pretty... Yeah, it wasn't really pretty close for a long time. I had a hard time saying which unit was about to win because first the French were holding back, then the French came pushing, and when they started pushing and winning, Bavaria started to lose, so... I would also set my unit down here just for the cause of it, because you can. The make of the map, just that I think the urge to drop down and fence without any fence gates that were fence. Now the battle starts. I think the last battle of Bavaria has started. You look at the units on the flanks. That's gonna hurt a lot. Denmark still being pretty defensive and careful, while the French are now just moving into the city to reinforce the Danish. I hear charging. Ooh. Trying to get your units walking for as long as possible and at the end charge. Because carefully, if they get tired, they get useless. I'm very curious, will this come down to LOCs at the end? No, not LOCs, how long do we have? There's still 30 minutes left. This unit came back. Actually, not that's really... Actually, kind of fresh and healthy. But I think it's a bit too late. I'm wondering now, was Peninsula a bit too defensive or not? Oh, this unit is almost out. See, first we're holding here, now they have fallen back a bit. Smart idea. Just fall back slowly but surely. I would propel the defensive line down here so you can move these two units back. And this unit back, yeah. I know that, I know some units would come down here. Oh wait, you can see the points. I told you, why do I always forget points? Denmark is an 8. British Peninsula is in 10. 1812, can I still find a British one? 1812? 1815? It's a 9. They could still push a Danish, but they are really slow. Oh, put them on the flank. Put them on the flank, let them shoot. I'll do it with this unit. You can outdo it for sure, but only thing you can do now is just try to get as much casualties as possible and try to hold on as long as possible until the French arrive. And that's what they're doing. Sort of. I would say real beautiful battle. Yeah, 1815, Britain already lost, so he's sending in his general. Just looking at you see British just triple left and right. More units are just arriving. As long as the general is in there, he'll just rally. Oh. I think that the general will die pretty soon. Just 6 men left. Peninsula is now trying to do his best to buy time, but it's actually over.
Our men are running, sir.
Bavarian The Bavarian did go by mid-shot and so again. You can actually just go around. The worst thing is you would say, hey, just form square. Yeah, it would do some damage until they arrive. The squares are good against cavalry, but not against infantry. But I think there's units stuck on down under here. Yeah, there are units under here. Now just flank. Don't charge them, charge them, yeah. And I can go in full bayonet. They're just oh no, they're already in melee. Yeah, here we go. All the melee. This is just militia. If they will win, it's just the numbers they will win, not the quality, not at all. And I would personally send them in, just more numbers to fight them. Who held us some units? Just his general. And he could form square. Well, it's risky. They would probably charge if you do it. If you do that. Just this shot is really. If they would be done, if someone would do volley with this shot. I think the battle is over. Yep, now it's just taking houses, that's it. Well. It's still. Yeah. So the is just falling back trying to defend the house, I think. If we're just standing here just getting shot to pieces. They got enough. They're also still standing here getting shot to pieces. I would say bring this unit closer. Try to force them to all fall back or form square. Because they just can form square. Force them to form square and then charge them in bayonet. These dangerous militias with art don't give a damn.
Our men are running, sir.
I see they can't set up another defensive line. Or just gonna fall back. No, it seems like he can't defend. When the French arrive. French artillery has arrived. Oh, the Orko shot in the back. Oh, that hurts.
Our men are running.
So they just bring in fresh units. Barely seen any combat. But he's running out of troops, his general's been sent in. So I think it's fair to say this was the battle. He's just now cleaning up, so I will see you at the end screen. we are on the end screen, and this battle replay was sent in by Paranoid. And if you just look at the army counts, and the army sizes and the losses, just ridiculous. I'm surprised that French Spain didn't really lose that much man. I expect the casualties to be higher. And a lot higher. Sardinia, I actually expect they lost more than around 2/3 of the army. I expected that. Really, these are good-sized armies, even though actually the British coalition got outnumbered 2-1 almost 2-1 for every single army, except for Sardinia. Well, this will be the episode for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit a thumb up, join my Discord, subscribe to see more, hit the bell notification to stay up to date, and I hope I see you next time. Bye bye.